Welcome back to another episode of Jillin. I am one of your hosts, Christina Walkinshaw. With me, as always, the woman that I haven't seen since a Mexican restaurant in the Valley where we only discussed Andrew McCarthy and our receding gums.
Yes.
Jen Murphy.
Thank you. I'm Jen Murphy. Welcome to episode 11.
Is it 11?
Okay. Episode 11.
Episode 11.
This is a very special episode.
It is. For you, and I think you think it's special for me.
Oh, no.
It's not special for me.
I thought, okay. Well, this is the problem. So we really don't talk anymore.
I know. And I led you.
Because we want to save it all for podcasts.
Okay, I definitely led you on here because.
Yeah, you led me on.
Our podcast is called Jillin Off. A lot of our sexual activities are done alone by ourselves. And then it seemed like I was going to get laid. It seems like my 11-week streak was going to come to a screeching halt. And it seems like I screwed it up.
Oh my God. I brought champagne glasses. I even got this new bell. Look how fancy it is.
But.
Because I thought this was finally the week that we both had sex. I carried these champagne glasses on the subway.
Oh, no.
You didn't have sex? You made it seem like you did. What went wrong?
I screwed it up.
You sabotaged again?
I came close to getting laid twice in the past week.
Oh my God. I thought I was the worst self-sabotager and you're doing better than me.
No, I did. I came close.
Wait, didn't you spend the night?
I did. Week? I did, but I slept on the couch.
So wait, how did you screw it up? Why did you pass out, or how did you?
I did sort of pass out. So I went to the. Okay, here's the question. We can lead into sexual adventures with this one easy open question.
Paul, go get her a styrofoam cup. She's not allowed to drink out of this champagne glass anymore.
Oh no! I'm gonna pour it at this iced Americano plastic cup. Oh no!
That's okay. I really want to hear this story.
Yeah, that's right. You have to drink out of styrofoam until you get laid. Okay. So I feel like
thank God I didn't bring the party hats. I almost stopped at Party City and bought party hats.
That would have been the best.
It's gonna be like after 10 weeks we had sex. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
No, it's okay. So wait. I feel like as a general rule or thought in your brain, like when you hang out with somebody you've already had sex with, you think or assume you're going to have sex with them again, right?
Yeah, plus you guys have a relationship where you're friends and you kind of never know if you're going to have sex.
Yeah, we are friends. And so we're fine with just being friends too. But then after screwing up so badly that one night.
Yeah, like when you didn't even shave or shower?
Yeah, no, this time I fucking did shower. And I did shave. Like
That seems to be a curse for you. Because he was wanting to sleep with you so badly when you didn't shower.
I'm telling you, it is a curse. I need my pheromones in order to really pull. I do. And I did such a good job. And I shaved and, it starts with trimming as we already discussed.
Maybe when you shower, you're so good looking, he gets intimidated.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. I would love to believe that. But it was funny because then I was like looking, when you're like checking yourself out, seeing like how good of a job you did, how many spots you missed, Yeah. And then there was like this one creepy hair, like, that was like in this middle zone where I didn't know if it like belonged to my vagina or my belly button. It was just
it was on the trail.
It was on the trail, and I was like, "Oh, who does this hair belong to? Is it from up there or down there?" Anyways, but I did shower. I did go over to his house. I was there to view a web series that him and his friend put together.
Oh, fancy. So
there's a whole bunch of people there.
Oh, I think I hung out with said friend last night.
Oh, really?
I hung out.
Oh, no. We can edit that out, right? No names. No names, no races.
I hung out with one of his really good friends who was debuting a web series at like a Hollywood web festival.
Oh, maybe it was the same one.
Yeah, it has to be the same one.
Did it fall a little flat?
Oh, I wasn't at the festival.
Okay.
They text me because they were right across the street from my house after it. And so I ran over and said hi and had a beer with them.
The idea is great. And there was lots of like good jokes and it was funny and stuff. But I think what they wanted to do with it and what they actually made, there was a gap. And so like this whole room watched this web series.
Oh my God.
And then.
Is this so awkward?
And then he brings back up the lights and everybody's silent. And then he goes, so who wants to start? And then we all start clapping. We're like, oh, yeah. And then he was like, nope, too late.
That's awkward.
I know.
Oh, no. So did everybody just start drinking heavily? What do you do in that situation?
Some people had notes, and some people like truly loved it. It was. I mean, like I said, it was good. I just think that. Oh my God, I already want to restart this whole podcast. I know, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't matter. Nobody listens anyways. So
A lot of people are listening.
I mean, everybody's listening.
If we had time, I would let you restart, but we don't.
So anyways, after the web series, I was like, I think I'm just going to go home. Like, I think maybe I'll just call it. But then he was like, oh no, let's hang out and play board games. And so I was like, okay. So then board games led to more drinking. And then I was like, well, now I have to sleep over.
Yeah.
But then we went to watch a show on Netflix, and then I hadn't stayed up in a long time. And I just kind of passed out on the couch. And then he was like, do you want more blankets? And that was the last thing I remember. And then he tucked me in on the couch and put more blankets on me.
Okay.
And then I had to move my car really early for a loading zone. So anyways, missed opportunity for sure, even though I did shave and shower.
I wouldn't say that you sabotaged that, though, because it doesn't sound like he tried that hard. Because instead of, like, watching more shows on Netflix, he could have pulled you into...
I know, into the bedroom.
Into the room.
And then by that point, I was just too tired. And and you're like...
Well, yeah, if you lay on a couch watching Netflix after you've been drinking, you're going to fall asleep. Let's call it fall asleep rather than pass out.
Well, yeah, it was like
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that you weren't just like a drunkard passed out on the couch.
And I wasn't even drunk. Like, I had some wine. I didn't feel like I should drive.
Oh, yeah. No. It's better to stay.
Yeah.
You made the right choice.
But are you going to talk about, you get to celebrate. You got laid.
I did.
I'm so excited for this.
I had sex. I had sex in an arcade.
You had sex in an arcade?
Well, it was his apartment, but his apartment's pretty much an arcade. Games, joysticks everywhere.
See, you like to have sex with guys who like to play video games, and I like to have sex with guys who like to play board games.
Yeah, we're killing it.
Wow. We're killing it.
Killing it on that. I had nothing in common.
I know, just when we think that we're immature for 40. It seems like men have us beat.
I'm glad, no judgment, but if somebody has a hobby that I know nothing about, I just don't know what to say. Like, all I could ask was, like, what's your favorite video game?
And did he say,
tell me more?
I know, even though we don't even care.
Oh, yeah. I kept that conversation going as long as I could. It was like, Miss Pac-Man. I'm like, what makes it different from Mr. Pac-Man? What's the difference? Oh, he had an explanation. Trust me. There's a reason for everything.
Oh my God. So,
I still don't know what it is. I kind of listen. I don't know.
And so how's the conversation been with him since you've had sex?
Oh, it's been good.
It's been good.
Yeah.
And talks to hang out again?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's good.
Oh, yeah, it's on. I'm doomed.
You're doomed.
Now begins the countdown of how long until Jen loses her mind. That's what happens. It's really exciting at first, and then some time goes by, and then I decide, oh, this person, why would they be attracted to me? Something must be wrong with them, and then I usually sabotage it.
Oh, no. That's not happening.
That's okay, because, no. I'm taking this as a chance to better myself.
Oh.
A chance to do things differently than I've done in the past.
Oh, nice.
Each new guy is a new opportunity to not be crazy.
That is actually very well said. Each new guy is a new chance to not be so crazy. I love that.
Thank you.
I think you should write that down.
I also realized that I have no hobbies.
Oh, no, why? Because he asks you about you, and you're like, I don't know.
Already in general, when I'm out with people, I tend to... I prefer that they talk more than me. I don't know. I'm not a big talker, except when we're on the podcast, and I always want to talk over you. But I get really excited around Christina.
And I get excited around you.
He was telling me all about his gaming and everything, and it didn't even dawn on me that he was going to ask me my hobbies, because I don't have any. So then he threw it at me. He's like, what are your hobbies? And I was like, I froze. And he goes, your face looks really weird right now. And all I thought of, I go, I like stand-up. And then I felt so stupid, because I'm like, that's what I do.
Oh, no, and I feel like I don't know.
That would be hobbies. Like if you were out on a date with like a banker, and you're like, oh, what are your hobbies? And he's like, I really love ATM machines. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
And then so how quickly I tried to think of something else, and all I could think of was like, I go to the gym every day.
I know. I was like, is the gym a hobby?
And then I realized, I'm like, I have no hobbies.
Oh, no.
Do you have hobbies?
I mean, I love reading.
I said that in such a desperate way. Like, please say no.
I definitely, I like hiking. I think the gym.
Okay, so yours and mine are similar.
Hobby? A gym is more like a chore, really, I feel.
No, because it's a hobby, because if people said they like playing golf.
But like, usually with a hobby, you wouldn't feel guilty if you didn't do it. And I feel like with the gym, it's like, no, you have to go. Like,
but I still enjoy it.
In this town, at least in LA it is.
But you still enjoy it. You enjoy yoga.
I guess yoga is a hobby.
There's no way I could say yoga. That would sound so like LA.
I would, you did love it. You did love it though.
Oh, I do love yoga.
Yeah.
I'm just saying on a first date.
Right.
Somebody says, what's your hobbies? And you're like,
but I do read a lot. What
if I was just like, I just like to brush my hair? Well, I couldn't tell him my real hobby, because there is a hobby I have that it's hard to say out loud.
What is it? You collect stamps? What?
No, I really like
Still collecting stickers? What's going on?
It's worse.
You poke holes in condoms. Tell me what your hobby is.
I really like to color.
Oh, you know what? I've heard of adults being into that. I've heard of adults having coloring parties.
Well, they make adult coloring books now, and it's supposed to be therapeutic, but not with crayons. It's like with colored pencils.
I can't believe you didn't say that your hobby was jilling off.
It's supposed.
I like to chill off every day. That's a hobby.
It was a first date. I didn't want to be a total creeper.
I would have. Where did you guys end up going? Did you take my recommendation to go to Jones, late night happy hour, or Bordner's?
No, I will tell you, it actually was really a perfect evening.
Where did you go?
Because he tried to be nice and suggest kind of like a fancy bar.
Whoa, what was the fancy bar?
As soon as also, it was near his house.
It was what?
Sorry.
It was new?
It was near his house.
Oh man, I told
tell
you.
them. Okay.
I go, yeah.
Tell your advice.
Okay, so if you're going out with a dude, like if he recommends something or a place that's super close to his house, that means he just wants to fuck you as fast as possible. And so I was like, make sure it's not too close to his house. But then I was like, but if you say residuals, then I'll know you just want to bang him really fast.
Yeah. Okay, but I will say, I was going to this film screening before I was meeting him, and I told him, and it was close to where we went. Like, I was actually already like there. 2 miles from.
Where was it?
So anyway, he suggested that it's called Nowhere Bar.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah, dude, I used to live right by there.
Oh, okay.
I lived on Gramercy, and I love the bartender Daniel there. He used to get me really shit-faced. He was great.
Oh, okay.
I think he still works there.
So I walked in and immediately kind of made fun of their fancy drinks, and he was like, I was like, I love dive bars. I go, a good place. I wasn't shitting on the place. I was just, it was just part of conversation. And I was like, the sign to me of a really good bar is when they have chips hanging on the wall.
Yeah. That's a stand-up comics dinner most of the time.
And immediately he was like, oh my God, can we please go to a dive bar? I just took you here because I didn't want you to think I was a total
skid.
Yeah, and he made sense. He's like, you can't invite a girl out and take her to a dive. Like, unless you know already that she loves them. But
right. Yeah.
If that might look kind of bad on the first day.
He seems like he's pretty legit.
So he was like, do you want to just go to a dive bar and have a beer and shots? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
It was so fun. We actually only ended up having 1 beer and 1 shot, but it was fun. We didn't get like all wasted or anything. And then his line to get back to his house was, do you want to go play video games?
Oh my God, that's what I was like too.
Yes, I do want to go play video games.
All code. We just want to get laid. We don't really want to. Well, sure, I want to play board games. Although as soon as playing board games, it's actually funner than I remember. Every time I do
I wanted to have. Into it. I didn't know if I would have sex. Honestly, I didn't think about that much. I was just having fun, so I'm like, let's go play video games, whatever. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to have sex when you first meet someone. It's different. I feel like there's some people who go on dates because they're looking for a husband.
Right.
And then maybe it's a little more formal and you're sort of... Yeah. But for me, I don't know. I just feel like it's like, let's have fun and see what happens. And
that's what I feel too.
I'm not even looking for a relationship.
I don't even...
So I don't have any problem just doing whatever feels good at the moment.
I have no desire to get married. That's just a whole thing I wouldn't even want to organize. That's a lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of money. Those are 2 things I don't want to fucking put out for. Like, I don't want to have anything to do with that.
If I had to organize a wedding, I would probably have the worst wedding ever.
Oh my God, I know.
Because I have no patience.
It'd be like the day before my wedding. I'd be like, oh shit, I better... book something.
I have zero patience.
I know.
People would be like, let's just do this. I'm like, okay, just do it. I don't care.
What am I going to go on my Le Tote and see if they have wedding dresses?
Yes.
I wonder if I can just like rent this like really fast.
Man, I really thought this was the episode when we both had sex.
No, I know. Sorry to let you down.
I'm not disappointed in you.
You know what?
I just feel bad celebrating so much without you.
Maybe I should have said something. Maybe I should have been like,
No, it's fine.
hey, I should come up to your room. But I was already kind of passed out on the couch. And I was already tired, and my car was in a loading zone. So I was like, well, I have to definitely get out by like 7:45. It was probably already like 2:30 or 3 by the time we would have gone upstairs. And then are we just at that age now where it's like, what would I rather? Sex or 4 hours sleep?
I was just going to say, I think that's something with age where if it's not just like super easy,
Yeah.
you can bail out so fast.
So true. It's yeah, it's like I'd rather get the even though the couch sleep kind of sucked.
Like,
I kept on tossing and turning and having nightmares that my car was getting towed. It was just the worst.
Oh, that sucks.
But the blankets were cute. That was nice. But maybe it just means that we're truly just friends now. Maybe we're just like too many missed opportunities. It's just like we're definitely probably friend zoned again.
I think you really are, especially if he didn't try harder. But he's also a super nice dude.
Oh, he's so kind and nice.
I don't think he would ever, even if he thought maybe you were a little bit too drunk, he's way too like gentleman. So
I know it's a real treat. I can't complain about that at all.
nah.
Yeah. And now I feel bad. I hope I didn't say anything negative about the podcast or about his web series because it wasn't bad. It was just there was something that was missing that we needed more of in order for them to achieve their goal. But I mean, obviously, it has tons of potential and it's very cool.
But
And
I mean, that's why they invite people over to watch it to get notes and stuff.
Exactly. Lots of people had similar notes and it was fine.
I mean, I wouldn't want people here giving us notes on this, but
Guys, jillinoffpod@gmail.com. Give us your notes.
shout out Dan Lawrence. Sorry they're so short. We have a very busy schedule.
Maybe our sex lives are short, so we have to make sure our podcast is equally.
Yeah, we're having so much sex now that we need to have shorter podcasts.
I know. That's kind of, yeah.
By the way, okay.
What's this for YouTube? What's this for YouTube? I hate these. Okay.
I hate those. I always cut them off. Okay. Here's something that completely pertains to Jillin off.
Okay.
Like I've said in the past, I don't do that very often. But so I went out with him on Sunday. On Saturday, earlier in the week, he had asked me twice if I'm free, and I wasn't free on the days he asked. And so then on Saturday, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to ask him out, like ask him if he's free the following night.
Oh, cool.
Because he had already been more aggressive. So I was like, should I ask him or not? I wasn't sure. So I decided to give him the Jillin off test. Have you ever done the masturbation test?
No.
Okay. So I haven't done this in so long.
I already love it.
I had this thing. I haven't done it in so long, but I decided if I can masturbate thinking about this person that I haven't even slept with yet, if it works, then it's worth trying.
I love that test, and I've definitely done that before.
And I was actually shocked that it worked because I hadn't even hung out with him in person or anything. And I was like, So then afterwards I texted him like, do you want to go out on Sunday night?
That's so perfect.
The masturbation test.
The Jillin off test. Yes. Oh, maybe that's what we'll call this episode, the Jillin off test.
It's a good one, right?
I think it's good, and I know for sure I've done that too. Like, because I feel like I haven't been watching porn lately. I don't know, more so because I already feel like I spend too much time on my phone. So do I also need to masturbate with my phone there? I'm like, no, the whole goal of taking a nap or going to yoga or showering is to get away from the phone. So yeah, but you're right. And I've done it before though, where I've pictured somebody and jilled off and they've worked.
I barely, because I hadn't hung out with him in person, I really couldn't even like picture his face.
You couldn't picture
so it was really more just like, when you like build up that like kind of banter over text or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
It was more just from that, I guess.
But it's still
a good bantering text can be a very big turn on.
It is a turn on
when you're just like gelling.
When you're gelling. When you're gelling before you're jillin.
Gelling.
That's what we'll call texting now, gelling. We've been gelling, we've been gelling pretty good.
All right, Christina, you better get laid.
And the worst is like, I know, when I have my phone up.
This is the Christina bell.
Do it. For years, I've always kept all my push notifications off on all my dating apps. The last couple times I've hung out with Ding Dong here, of course, there's one Hinge. I'm letting them like send me push notifications, being like, you know, so and so likes you.
Oh, you
so
get a notification if someone likes you?
Yeah, so now sometimes when my phone's on the table, like that pops up, and he probably sees it, being like, "Oh look, Tim has just matched with you," and then you're like flipping the phone down. You're like, "Oops."
Oh, no wonder he didn't try too hard.
Oopsies, oops. And then I got another text from like a guy who I have a cool kind of, I would say a flirtation, but we're also just good friends. We've never hooked up. But he like randomly texted me that night, like, "I love you," and I was like, "Oh, perfect. Let me just show this to all the men in the room." Oopsies.
I love you.
I know, but I love him too. But you know, we're just friends.
Oh, okay.
But it was still like it was a text from a male, and it said, "I love you." You know what? What if people saw that and they didn't know that we're just friends?
Yeah.
I'm making excuses for me not making moves. I definitely could have probably made a move, but maybe I would have at like 11
That's
o'clock.
okay. Like I said, I do think it's an age thing. You just get a little bit.
It is. Sometimes like sleep trumps sex. Oh no, that sounds way too 40. Hey? We're going to need more wine.
Sleep trumps. Oh no, who are you?
I know. I did Jill off today though.
Oh good. I'm so happy to hear that.
I do it right after my shower.
Did you think of me?
I know, isn't it funny? I won't shower for some dude, but I will shower for myself. Rude.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oopsies.
Do you ever get attracted to like people's I don't know what you would even call it. Like when somebody, like if a guy has like a pigeon toe.
A pigeon toe? Is that like a camel toe? What's a pigeon toe?
When one foot turns in and they walk a little bit funny.
Wait, do I have pigeon toe?
You don't know what pigeon toes are?
Not really.
Maybe it's an American thing.
Okay, maybe.
A pigeon toe.
So pigeon toe. So
Like something that makes people just look slightly more vulnerable.
oh my God.
A slight defect, maybe.
I'm pretty sure I definitely like defective people. That's definitely for me. Like I remember dating a guy that had an ant problem and a hairy chest, and one morning we were like in bed together and I saw an ant crawling through his chest.
You didn't.
Yes, I swear to God, and you know this person.
A guy who had an ant problem and a hair.
I'm just saying, if you have a hairy chest, maybe get the ants.
I was going to say, if you have an ant problem, shave your chest.
I like the hairy chest. I don't mind a hairy chest, but an ant problem's a
I don't
problem.
mind it, but
Yeah, if you've ever seen ants crawling through a man's chest and still fucked them, then you know you're a champion like me.
did you take your finger and smush it?
No, I just let the ant keep on going.
No.
I know.
Oh, I would have flicked it away.
Yeah, well, you know what? These are like stories where we should all be really excited that we didn't have phones like 12 years ago, because then we'd have videos of, you know, sleeping with men that have ants in their chest hair.
I'll tell you what is really weird because it's been so long since I've had a new person in my life. I actively had to stop myself from like looking at video, like Googling somebody.
I never Google people. I don't care. I don't want to know. I pray to God nobody's Googling me. That's my real fear.
That's what I thought too. That is one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
Remember last week when I thought he wasn't going to contact me again? I told you, I have a new theory of why he doesn't, because initially he contacted me and then like 3 days went by. And my theory I was going to tell you, although he ended up contacting me. My theory was that he Googled me and sees like how little I've done and is just like, ugh.
Oh no.
What a turn off.
I think you've done a lot.
But I'm saying you can Google somebody and see somebody that's like, you know, not every person has a lot of stuff on Google, but as far as people like us in the entertainment business, I'm trying not to say what he does.
Like any listener that truly knows us and knows that we're only fucking comics.
They don't know that we haven't fucked anybody yet.
I mean, I haven't fucked anyone yet. But everybody I've told you that I've slept with has clearly been a comic.
Okay, fine. He's a comic. But you really can, if it's somebody that's been on, let's say, like a lot of podcasts or shows or something, you can Like, there was a list of stuff that I could have listened to and probably found out this whole guy's life. And I'm like, I'm not going to listen because I want to find out in person, not from. But you really can.
I know. And I guess I don't.
And I think it could be damaging if it's.
That's the thing. I think I don't creep other people because I pray nobody's creeping me. Because if you Google me, it's like Christina Walkinshaw. It's like comedian loses gig due to heckling sexual hecklers in Niagara Falls. Like there's this viral story from like 5 years ago.
Plus, then this conversation isn't organic because I already know something in my head.
Yeah.
And then I'll take 2 shots of whiskey and be like, oh, so you're from Philadelphia? And you're like, how'd you know? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
That is bad when you drop some information.
That's what I mean, because it's in your head already.
Yeah. And then you're like, how do you know that?
I also feel like I don't have a good poker face. So even if he told me something that I already knew, I'd probably be like, really? And it would be so obvious to us.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just not genuine.
That's true. And you want to get to know people in a real moment and not through the internet.
Thank God we're not psychos who stalk people.
I mean, thank God.
Thank God.
I mean...
That's why I get really offended when people call me, like guys in the past who called me crazy. I'm like, I am so far from stuff that I know girls do.
Same. I know crazy. Oh my God, I've been friends with some crazies.
Like, I get really insecure and I'll send some text messages that are maybe like kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
But that's the extent of it.
Have you dated a crazy guy? Because I feel like we always identify crazy as something, as a word to describe a woman, but I've for surely dated crazy men.
Only one, actually. I haven't had too many crazy men.
I think I've only had 2, but one never believed I was faithful. Like, he always thought I was cheating or fucking any guy that was in like arm's reach.
Really? Oh, I've never dated somebody that insecure.
Oh my God, it was a nightmare. And then I had to break up with him because I was like, well, I'm truly with you, but if you don't believe me, I don't know how I can make you believe that I really like you. But I did really like him, and I was completely faithful, but he never believed me, and he would lose his shit.
Is it because you're a comic and you're on the road or something? Or just
I was like,
or he was just extremely insecure?
I was a comedian back then, but I was also bartending, and I think sometimes in the bartending world, there's some pretty aesthetically nice looking men around you. And I remember there was a bartender that I worked with, and he thought I was fucking, and I was like, no. But how many times do you tell somebody that you're being faithful and they just won't believe you? And then you're like, well, here's the funny thing. Now I don't want to be with you because you don't believe that I am with you.
Well, that's something I learned the hard way. It's insecurity is a really big turnoff.
It is a bad one.
When I first put this new guy's number in my phone, instead of putting his name, I just wrote in capitals, "Don't be insecure," to remind myself every time I text. Because it's such a turnoff.
I know, it really is.
And I do it all the time.
You have to give a little trust. And you know what? If you get burned in the long run, whatever, you learn a lesson. But I feel like you got to trust. You have to trust your partner. If you're not with them and there is no trust, then you shouldn't be with them. If you are with somebody, you should trust that you're with somebody. Yeah. Wow. Anyways,
really serious.
What an episode.
Guys, we're going to close on that.
What an episode.
If you're with somebody, trust them.
Yeah. Don't be insecure. Love yourself. Wow.
If you really love somebody, set them free. If it's meant to be, they'll fly back. What's the quote?
Like we know.
Okay, we got to go. We have another episode to do. We're very busy. Christina has to Jill off, and I'm going to go have more. I'm just kidding.
It's time to Jill. Don't forget to Jill off. It'll keep you in control of yourself.
Please send us an email at jillinoffpod@gmail.com. Shout out to Paul.
Shout out to Paul.
Paul, did you have sex? Do you get to cheers?
On the next episode. Find out if Paul's done it.
Next episode. Bye-bye.